One.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the July 6, 2022 virtual meeting of Chatham's Historic Business District Commission. My name is Daniel Silver. Hopefully this meeting will unfold smoothly as follows. As soon as Sarah Clark, the Central Permitting Coordinator, reads the Governor's directives concerning these meetings, we'll move on to a poll of the members who are present, and we'll be reviewing the applications this afternoon. As soon as we establish that we have a quorum, the first order of business will be the minutes, and as soon as the minutes are approved, then we'll move on to the application. And when our clerk, Sam Scribert, reads your application, we ask that you speak up and let your presence be known. All right, Sarah.
Please note this meeting is being recorded and will be available shortly hereafter for scheduled and on-demand viewing on any smartphone or tablet device. If anyone else is recording the meeting, please notify the chairman. This meeting of the Historic Business District Commission is being conducted remotely in accordance with Section 20 of Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021 and shall afford adequate alternative means of public access via Microsoft Teams by calling the phone number 1-508-945-4410, conference ID 276-486-001#, or join the meeting online via Microsoft Teams through the link in the posted agenda. Despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide for real-time access, and we'll post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible. In accordance with town policy, the public can speak to any issue, hearing, or business item on the agenda during the meeting when recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Sarah. And now for the poll of the members present. As I said, my name is Dan Silver. I'm current chairman. I am present. Our vice chair, Darcy Sequin.
Darcy Sequin is here, and Doug is trying to get in.
I think I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All set.
Okay. And then our clerk, Sam Scribert.
Sam Stryber is here.
Okay. Regular member, Bob Burns.
Bob Burns is here.
Okay. Bob Burns is here. Regular member, Doug Grattan.
Doug Grattan is here.
Okay. First alternate, Steve DuBois.
Steve DeBoer is here.
Okay. And I don't see our second alternate, Jenna Whittemore. Janet, are you here? Okay. Janet is not here. All right. As I said, the first, Steve, you'll be, oh, I don't know. I guess you won't be. We have a first order of business, as I said, will be the minutes, and those were of June 15th. Are there any amendments anybody would like to make to the minutes?
Doug Grattan will make a motion. We accept the minutes as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. All right, the only person not voting will be Bob Burns. So Darcy Sequin.
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Okay, Sam Scribert.
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Very good. Doug Grattan.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Steve DeBoer.
Steve DeBoer votes to approve.
And Dan Silva vote to approve as well. Okay, that should do it. All right, now our first application, Sam.
First application is a sign 22-61 Psychic Boutique, care of Arrow Signs of Cape Cod. Application to replace the ground sign located at 922 Main Street.
All right, Sarah, we don't have anybody, do we?
I do not see that applicant in the meeting room. So
right,
as
so
of right
hold on.
now, we have no one.
Okay, why don't we move on to Andrew then? I think Andrew is the next one, is he? Get things organized here.
Barbara is.
Who?
Barbara Parrott.
Oh,
Barbara
okay.
Parrott.
Yep. Okay. All righty, go for it, Barbara.
22-062 Main Street Pottery, Barbara Parent. Application to install a ladder sign on the existing ground sign located at 1619 Main Street. And the Central Permitting Coordinator has written that the sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Yay.
All right, Barbara, go ahead. What can you tell us about this?
Well, the ladder sign has been there forever. I'm just adding my sign to it. I just opened up a shop in that building. So I
Okay.
followed the same colors as the other signs. So I think it should be fine.
All right. I see that. Yeah, you just got burgundy and white,
Yep.
and you're not painting the post. You're not changing the, right? You're not changing anything.
No, no.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what they have to say. Darcy.
Welcome back, Barbara, to Main Street. It's been a while since we've seen you.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it another try.
Yeah, welcome back. And I think the sign is certainly appropriate for what is already there. Colors are great. I think the font is very visible. It's really great.
That's the hope.
Okay, Sam Stribert.
I have no questions. I think the sign is fully appropriate for the area and the other signs in the ladder sign. So I
right.
appreciate it.
Bob Burns.
Sign looks good. I have no further questions.
Okay, Doug Grattan.
I have no questions. I think the sign looks great.
Okay, Steve DeBoer.
I have no other questions.
And Dan Silver has no questions. I think it looks great. It's an easy one.
Oh, cool.
No brainer. All right.
Good.
All right, so Doug Gratt will make a motion under signs, application 22-062, Main Street Pottery, care of Barbara Parent. Application to install a ladder sign on the existing ground sign located at 1619 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
All right, motion has been made and seconded. All right. Darcy Sequin,
Darcy Sequin approves.
Sam Stribert,
Sam Stribert votes to approve.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Steve DeBoer.
I would vote to approve.
All right. And Dan Silver votes to approve. Very good. All right. Congratulations, Barbara.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Good
Thank
luck,
you.
Barbara.
Thanks. See ya.
All right. We still have nobody here from 22-061 Psychic Boutique.
We do not.
Okay, but we do have Susan. 22-064.
22-64 Courtyard Condominium Association, care of Susan Smith. Application to install a ground sign located at 15 Balfour Lane.
Susan,
Good
can you tell us
afternoon.
about this?
Well, there's two different applications here.
Right. We're
for two.
going to take them individually, Susan, just to keep.
Okay, so which
keep
one
it
do you have? The
confusing.
oval? Okay, all right. So the oval one will be in the far left of the front parking lot, which will alert people right there that there's actually a condominium back here and they shouldn't be parking and blocking people's cars. So we've had a little bit of an issue. So there's never been a sign there. So, and we're just doing sort of exactly what we've done with the other signs that were already approved, that the pressure treated 4x4 clad and the white vinyl with the sort of a colonial topper. And it's the sign itself is navy blue background with white lettering. So it's an informational sign for people to see.
All right, Barbara, I know you're having trouble back there. All right, let's find out what the commission has to say about it. Darcy?
I have no issue with this whatsoever.
Okay, Sam Stribert?
I think it's a very attractive sign, and so I have no further questions.
Okay. Bob Burns?
Mr. Chairman, I failed to.
Right, the sign.
The
Right.
proposed signage will require approval from the Sign Code Appeals Committee.
All right, you're aware of that, Barbara? Susan, rather, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. So I'll figure out how to do that. You don't need to go into that now.
Sarah can help you.
Yes, Sarah helps with everything.
All righty. Okay, Bob Burns.
I have no questions.
Okay, Doug Grattan.
I have no questions. Looks good.
Okay, Steve DeVore.
I have no questions. I think it's very clear what it's trying to say.
Dan Silver has no problems with it whatsoever. Okay, all righty.
So Doug Grant will make a motion under signs, application 22-064, Courtyard Condominium Association, care of Susan Smith. Application to install a ground sign located at 15 Balfour Lane as presented.
Darcy Seacon will second the motion.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded. And Darcy, we'll start off with you again.
Darcy Seacon is in favor.
All right, Sam Stryver.
Sam Stryver, votes to approve.
Okay, Bob Burns.
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Okay, Doug Grattan.
Doug Grant votes to approve.
Okay, and Dan Silver vote to approve. Darcy, did you vote?
I did.
Yes, you
voted
did. I got you checked off. Okay.
Mhm.
Just seems so fast. All righty. We have another one with Susan.
Yes, and this will be at the, this is for, at the other entrance to the condominium, the right-hand entrance. And this again is an informational, but it also has the, the actual unit letters, so that when an ambulance comes, which we had problems when, they would come and they wouldn't know where to turn, because some of the units have entrances from the front of the building and some you have to go to the right
I
of the
see.
building.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Susan. No, go ahead, Susan.
Susan, I have to interrupt because I haven't read the agenda item, and that usually starts the hearing. So the agenda item is 22-65 Courtyard Condominium Associates, Susan Smith. Application to install a ground sign located at 15 Balfour Lane.
Very good.
I apologize.
Again,
No
the
problem.
proposed signage will require approval from the Sign Code Appeals Committee. Apparently, the 15 Balfour Lane currently contains one 6.28 square foot ground sign identifying the condominium complex. 7 directional no parking signs, 18 high by 12 inches wide, totaling 10.5 square feet. Total existing square footage is 16.78, and the total proposed signage is 21.11 square feet. So
Okay.
you're just, and maybe the sign we've approved can be whittled down, but you've got a long way to go from 21 to 16.
Okay, well, they all serve a purpose. If is it all right for me to speak now? Because they really do.
Yes,
They,
go ahead, Barbara.
we could remove the no trespassing or soliciting probably, but the unit numbers, we have to have that directional because, as I said, some enter from the front, that's their entrance, and some units enter from the courtyard in the back. So as I said, when delivery people, but more importantly, when the ambulance comes, they need to have a point of reference. So that is crucial. So if we have to, pull off the no trespassing or soliciting, that's where we would go. So.
Okay,
So that's
I
it.
don't know if you-
Same look, navy blue, white lettering on the vinyl clad, on top of pressure treated 4x4 pressure treated with a colonial topper. So we're being consistent throughout. So there's no jar in terms of, what you see and what you don't see. And I do apologize. I actually thought this was approved. I think when the original sign, the large sign to the right was approved. So that's my error. So.
Okay, Barbara, we'll find out if this commission wants to start whittling or just let the sign commission start whittling. Right? Got 2 choices here. All right, Darcy?
I'm okay with everything. Just a question for Susan. Do you get a lot of solicitors and people walking?
Yeah, Darcy, because we're abutting, you know, the number 17 Balfour, which is the other part of our condo, which is the business condos. And then, of course, Pate's, it was suggested to us by some people that have this similar situation around Boston, you know, with abutting restaurants or commercial spaces, that we put that, because there are people coming and going and they sort of pull in and, you know, leave their business truck and that kind of thing. So that's the only reason we did it. But that's, of any of them, that could go.
Okay, I'm gonna be okay with everything because I can understand what's happening back there. A lot of
Mhm.
parking and everything
It's
else.
a unique, it is
It is,
definitely,
it is.
I
So,
mean, it's not unheard of, obviously, but yeah. I
I'm
mean,
gonna be
it's,
okay with it, but let's see what the rest of the commission says.
okay.
All right, Sam?
I have no questions. I think the signs seem to be necessary, and if she makes that point to the Board of Appeals, I see no reason why they wouldn't approve it.
Okay. Bob Burns?
Yeah, I have no questions. I think the signs look good, and if you have to give up on one of them for the appeal, then maybe that solicitation one would be the one, but I'm okay as it is now. Thank you.
Okay. Doug Grattan?
Yeah, I think they look fine and I think they're appropriate, so I certainly I would approve as presented.
Okay. Steve DeBoer?
Yeah, I approve of the signs. I think they're very nice signs. Maybe the no trespassing sign can go. The directional signs, I think, are very important for the reasons given. So I don't have a problem with any of this. You know, maybe you can eliminate the one, but I'm fine with everything else.
Okay, this is Dan Silver. I have no problem with the signs either. I know the difficulties they're having there and appreciate the situation, and we'll let somebody else do the whittling. All right.
All right, so under Doug Grattan will make a motion under signs, application 22-065, Courtyard Condominium Association, care of Susan Smith, application to install a ground sign located at 15 Balfour Lane as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Darcy. All right. Motion is made and seconded. Darcy?
Darcy Sequin votes to approve.
Okay, Sam Strivett?
Sam Stryver votes to approve.
Okay, Bob Burns?
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Okay, Steve DeBoer?
I would vote to approve.
And Dan Silver vote to approve as well. Very good. Folks.
Dan?
Yeah.
Dan, what do
Yeah.
you think if we presented a letter to the zoning board to sign? Board of Appeals?
Yes, that's fine. Does anybody object to that? Please speak up. No? Hearing none? Okay, I'll make that suggestion, then we will send a letter on.
That we
Commission.
approved. Right, thank you, Dan.
Yep, no problem. All righty.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we got anybody else, Sarah?
We have
Our next applicant is Andrew Grattan.
Oh, there he is.
22-067, Christie's International Real Estate, care of Andrew Grattan. Application.
Hey, how are you guys?
Doing well, thank you, Andrew.
Application to replace the ground sign located at 720 Main Street.
So this is Doug Grattan. I am recusing myself from the commission on this and will also be present as the applicant.
Good
And
move, Doug.
The central permitting coordinator writes that the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw. The proposed business is considered a formula business establishment and shall require special permit from the Zoning Board of Appeals and the site plan approval from the Planning Board.
All right. Did we have a picture of it? Sarah? Or, okay. Well, Darcy,
I have no issues with the sign, and all I would suggest, again, if this is approved by the commission, that we send a letter off to the proper authorities.
all right, very good. All right, Sam?
Yes, I'm just curious where 720 is. Is it,
So we're located right in between the Red Nun and the rec center. We're right to the left of the rec center if you're looking at it from Main Street.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Bob Burns?
It looks good to me. I have no questions.
Okay, Doug Grattan?
I'm recused.
You are, good. Okay. All right. And Steve Du Bois?
I have no questions. Looks like it's the same shape and size as the existing, so I don't see an issue.
Okay, I don't know if I was the only one that got it, Andrew, but I got two different signs. I have one that shows the lantern and one that shows the flowers, hydrangeas.
Okay. So I believe I had given a revised copy over to Sarah. So maybe maybe from the image you'd seen the old sign. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's our existing sign in location.
Okay. All righty. That was it. Very good. I have no other problems with it. All right.
I'd like to make a motion, 22-067 Christie's International Real Estate, care of Andrew Grattan. Application to replace the ground sign located at 720 Main Street.
Do I have a second?
Bob Burns, second.
Thank you. Motion is made and seconded. All right, Darcy.
Darcy Sequin votes in favor.
Okay, Sam Schreiber.
Just a quick question: is the hanging sign out, the yard sign, is that having the hydrangea in it, or is it having?
So the hydrangea is going to be replaced with a lantern.
What's the matter? Christie doesn't like hydrangeas?
No, we just figured we'd mix it up a little bit.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I vote to approve.
Okay. How can you not like a Nantucket Latin? Okay. Bob Burns.
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Okay, Steve Du Bois.
I vote to approve.
Doug Grattan.
I'm recused.
That's right. Still?
You don't want to vote to approve, Doug?
All right. Dan Silver vote to approve too. All right.
Awesome.
So we have one more sign.
Thank you.
22-068, the Squire Shop, care of Becky Vocal. Application to replace the hanging wall sign located at 488 Main Street. And the Central Permitting Coordinator writes that the hanging wall sign complies with the sign bylaw.
Okay. Do we have anybody here representing this application?
Yeah, this is Brian Vocal.
Oh, how are
Brian,
you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And what can you tell us?
Well, third time's a charm. We're hoping here. I think we've been in front of the board 3 times. We're just getting used to the space, playing around with the marks. I think the last blue that you're kind of seeing on the application for the awnings particularly hit the blue mark that we were hoping. It came out too light. We want to match that deep navy that's right across the street at the actual Squire. And the current sign has the seagull head as the mark, which is the direction we were heading in a year ago. But as time will play out, we've decided to go with the full seagull as the mark that should be significantly seen on Main Street to match across the street as well. So just kind of a different approach. Just want to make the awnings darker. We are going to bring back a dome, which was familiar to the Hurl Gallery for many years. We feel like the entry is feeling like it wants it, it needs it. So we'd like to kind of replace that there. And then again, it's just we're swapping out the seagull head for the full seagull mark. So we're trying to keep the color schemes relatively the same, but just go with a more traditional matching look for Main Street.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Well, we'll stick with 22-068, which is the sign, right, for now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, do we have a motion?
Doug Grant will make a motion under application 22068, the Squire Shop, care of Becky Vogel. Application to replace the hanging wall sign located at 488 Main Street as presented.
Thank you.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded. All right, Darcy?
Darcy votes in favor.
And just as a quick question, if I could add a quick question on the sign. So we really appreciate that. That is exactly how we presented it. In discussion, I want to know, would the committee be amenable in the future if we went to a gold foil seagull instead of the white seagull? We're playing back and forth with, we like the white, we think it's very traditional, but the gold foil is still part of the color scheme. It'd just be the inverse, where the gold foil right now is this white. We were wondering what the board's opinion would be on the gold foil as the full seagull and the trim being white. A reference point of your opinion.
All right, you're gonna come back for this, right? You have to, I think.
We'd have to. We totally would have to, because the application as presented is white. But just wanted to know, since I'm here now, if using the three same colors as presented, if we inversed the seagull in the trim, so that the seagull
Sure.
would become the gold foil and it would become the white.
Well, let's poll the commission and see. Darcy?
Would you do the established 1968 in gold also, or leave that white?
We would, yes, correct.
Do that in gold? Yeah, I don't have an objection to it. I think the white really stands out, but that's up to you if you want to come back for the gold. I have no objection.
Okay, Sam?
I think the white relates to the white of the house, of the building behind it. But if they want to mix it up, I don't have any problem with a gold foil gull. And the boots would be gold foil. It's just a little presumptuous, pretentious. But other than that, go for it.
Okay, Bob Burns?
Okay,
I'm fine. I'm fine either way.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Doug Grattan?
That's great. That's great feedback. Thank you.
I'd be fine either way also.
Okay, Steve DeVoy?
I guess I would be fine either way, but I think the white makes it pop a little bit better off of the darker background. The gold might it might not be as crisp as the white is. That's the only thing.
Sure. No, I appreciate that. And that's, we presented the white for that reason. Since we're here, we wanted to kind of just get the polling. But I appreciate the feedback. It's very, very useful. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Dan Silver. I'll go along with the rest of them. I see no problem there. Do you want it now? Do you want to do that now, Brian?
If that would be up to you guys, if you were amenable to that.
They're all in approval, so what I can ask Doug to do is to amend his motion, change the color on the seagull, to swap the colors. You'd be all set.
Well, does he really want to do it yet, or should we give him an alternative?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, yeah. The opinion coming into the meeting was that we presented the white, but in retrospect, we felt like we wanted to go with the gold foil. But we certainly respected that we presented the application as is. So if we could amend it to be gold foil tonight, that's great. Otherwise, we can certainly, come back.
Well,
No, we can
Doug
amend
Grant
this,
will make a motion under signs under application 22-068, the Squire Shop care of Becky Volkel. Application to replace the wall sign located at 1488 Main Street with the amendment that the seagull and established be in gold foil and the outside perimeter be in white as requested.
Darcy Sequel will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. All right, Darcy.
Darcy will vote in favor.
Okay, Sam Strivett.
Sam Stryver votes in favor.
Okay, Bob Burns.
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Doug Grattan.
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Steve DeBoer.
Steve DeBoer would vote to approve.
And Dan Silva vote to approve. Very good. There you go, Brian. I hope
Thank you very much.
You got it.
Yeah, we wanted it. Now it's hopefully we got it right this time.
Now, additions and alterations, the is 22-069, the Squire Shop, care of Becky Volkel. Application to replace the existing awnings on the structure located at 488 Main Street.
Brian, you're on once again.
Yep, so we want to stick, again, as I referenced earlier, kind of same dimensions that we're looking at, at the current awnings. It will be a firm edge all the way around instead of a loose flap on the front. So it will firm it up, tighten it up. It really is to mirror, exactly what's happening across the street. And it was just, for us, the navy didn't come out the way we wanted it to. And then the lettering, which you can see as we overlapped it, the lettering just didn't pop. So we swung and missed with the current awnings, and we think it's going to look a lot better with, the sign navy matching, the awnings. And what's different this time around is we would like to go back to having a formal type of dome over the entryway as significant on the Hurl Gallery for so many years.
Thank you, Brian. Before we go on, Sarah, do we have any difficulty with the lettering on the awnings?
They're actually not proposing lettering on the awnings anymore. So it's just a straight
That's
plain
correct.
awning.
Okay, all righty. Thank you. Very good. All right. Do we have a motion? Doug, you're muted.
You're muted, Doug.
I'm muted, I apologize.
There you go.
Under additions and alterations, application 22-069, the Squire Shop care of Becky Volkel. Application to replace the existing awnings on the structure located at 488 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequel will second the motion.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. All right, Darcy, one more time.
Darcy Sequel will vote in favor.
Okay, Sam Strivett.
Sam Stryver votes in favor.
Very good. Bob Burns.
Bob Burns votes in favor.
Okay, Doug Grattan.
Doug Grattan votes in favor.
All right. Steve DeBoer.
Steve DeBoer would vote in favor.
Okay, and Dan Silva votes in favor as well. Very good.
Thank you guys very much. Thank you.
All right. All right, we have some administrative approvals. Is that right? Oh, we're still missing some, we're missing Fisherman's Alliance. Is there anybody at all,
Yep.
Sarah? Oh, no.
No,
that's
Fisher,
a-
that's an
I'm sorry,
admin.
That's a ratification.
The applicant for the Psychic Boutique does not appear to be here still, so we could go on to the admins, or you could make a motion to continue them to July 20th.
Why don't we go on with the admins? Give them a few more minutes, see what happens.
Okay.
All right, Sam.
Administrative approval / exemption, 2263 Main Street, LLC, care of Mike Nardone. Ratification of certificate of exemption to install hood vents on the rear of the structure located at 12 1200 Main Street.
So this one was work not visible. It was Doug and Darcy that went out. And allow me just to share my screen. I believe the board is familiar with this building. What will now become the Chatham Cut. They're installing, and this is view from Main Street looking at it. They are installing behind on this rear section on the other side of the building. Two small hood vents there. This one was existing. I believe it was just replaced. This is the new one that they added. And it's not visible from the public or private way.
I do have a question before we go any further. Is that not visible from Old Main Street?
I don't believe so. Well, the Doug and Darcy can tell you, but there's a very heavy tree line
Yes. there is.
all along
I
there.
did not see it, Dan.
I didn't either.
Okay, yeah, no, I just know that Old Main Street runs back there, so that's fine. Okay. Very good. All right.
So on administration approval, application 22-063, Main Street LLC, care of Mike Nardone, ratification of a certificate of exemption to install hood vents on the rear of the structure located at 1200 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Seacon will second the motion.
All righty. Okay, Steve, the board.
I would vote to approve.
Okay. Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan would vote to approve.
Bob Burns.
I have a question. If I stand at the front entrance of the building, what side of the rear is this going to be on? Is it on the left side or the right side?
So if you're standing in front of the awning, it'll be
Yeah.
on the left-hand side behind the building on the roof.
Behind the building, so it's not going to be on Main Street side,
No.
on the old Main Street. So it's
It would
going to
be on the
on
old
the
Main
rear,
S-
on the left.
Correct.
Rear of the building or rear side of the building, rear of the building on Old Main Street.
So rear roof section of the building. So
Okay,
if you know where the kitchen was when it was New England Pizza, it'll be
yes.
above that section of roof.
Okay, and were there vents there before that have been removed?
There was one
And the
vent
fir-
there. There was only, I believe there was only a very small exhaust vent. Let me just pull up the picture real quick again. Is it that one? Okay. So let me just get this in there and share my screen again. So I believe that the one here, which they needed for above the grill and cooking surface, the hood was there, but the air makeup had not been, and that is required by code to have both of those.
Okay, all right.
So they
And I know
replaced this one and added that.
yeah, so I know there's walking trails back there behind the building. So I guess if you can't see it, that's fine. So I'm fine with that.
Okay, Sam,
Yes. I have no problem with something that's so far back on the backside of that building. I've gone back there before to look at dumpsters and other things, and everything's pretty well covered.
okay, Darcy, I know what you're already approved, so I'm not gonna,
Yeah, I'm fine.
okay. I have no problems with it. Yeah, you're really gonna have to search to see him. I know you are. Okay, ready? Darcy?
Darcy votes to approve.
Okay, Sam Strivett,
Sam Stryver votes to approve.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns votes to approve.
okay, Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
okay, Steve DeBoer,
I would vote to approve.
and Dan Silva vote to approve. Very good. All right, we have another one, don't we?
22-66 Cape Cod Fishermen's Alliance, Holy Bhutanese. Ratification of certificate of exemption to install a generator and compressor in the rear of the structure located at 1566 Main Street. 1566 Main Street.
This was also Doug and Darcy. It was a certificate of exemption for work not visible. One of the units is going here where the star is, sort of tucked in here. And that's the portable generator. And the other is they're putting another AC unit right next to the existing AC unit, which is also not visible.
Okay,
As it is behind that.
right. Okay, yeah, the reason I asked if there was a representative here, Sarah, was because I thought that was a lot for a exemption. But certificate of administrative approval rather, but I'm fine with it. So, okay. Alrighty,
So Doug Grant will make a motion on administrative approval / exemption, application 22-066, Cape Cod Fishermen's Alliance, care of Holly H.B.D.C, ratification of certificate of exemption to install a generator and compressor at the rear of the structure located at 1566 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
okay, motion has been made and seconded. All right. Darcy, we know how you feel about it.
Yeah, Darcy Sequin votes in favor.
Okay, Sam Strivert.
Sam Stryber votes in favor.
Right, and let's see, Bob Burns.
Burns votes in favor.
Okay, Doug Grattan.
Doug Grattan votes in favor.
Okay, Steve again.
I would vote in favor.
Okay, and Dan Silva votes in favor as well. Very good. We have another one, right, Sam?
Nope.
We have.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
22-070.
22-70, Dr. Neil Coles, care of Craig Coughlin, ratification of certificate of administrative approval to replace the existing roof on the structure located at 259 Crowell Road.
Also Doug and Darcy, this one was a like for like replacement. Existing roof was red cedar shingles, proposed is also red cedar shingles.
Wow.
Holy mackerel. Whoa. Poor guy could put up another condominium for that. All righty, Doug.
Okay, so Doug Grattan, under administrative approval and exemption, application 22-070, Dr. Neil Cowles, care of Craig Coughlin, ratification of certificate of administrative approval to replace the existing roof on the structure located at 259 Crowell Road as presented.
Darcy Sequin will second the motion.
Thank you, folks. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Darcy. All right. All right, Darcy.
Darcy votes to approve.
Okay, Sam Strivert,
Sam Stryber votes to approve.
Bob Burns,
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Doug Grattan,
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Steve DeBoer,
I would vote to approve.
and Dan Silva vote to approve. Very good. Thank you, folks. Now, we still have that one sign, right?
That's
Now,
correct.
We could go ahead with the application without the applicant here. Is that correct, Sarah?
You can. That's entirely up to you as to how you feel about the sign.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's find out. We'll just do a poll. Everybody looked at it? Darcy, what would you think?
I think it's better than what was proposed previously, so yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay, Sam?
Yeah, I agree. It's calmed down quite significantly. And there's, even with four colors, the blue, I think, calms the whole thing down. So I could vote positively for it.
Very good. Bob Burns?
I think the sign looks good. I would vote to approve.
Okay, Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan would vote to approve.
Okay, Steve DeBoer?
I would vote to approve. It's a very good replacement for the last one that they applied for.
Yeah, this is Dan Silver. I think they did a great job. I think they did a wonderful job. All right.
So under signs, application 22-061, Psychic Boutique, care of Arrow Signs of Cape Cod, application to replace the ground sign located at 922 Main Street as presented.
Darcy Seacon will second the motion.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded. Darcy?
Darcy votes to approve.
Okay, Sam Stryver?
Sam Stryver votes to approve.
Bob Burns? Bob?
Bob's muted
And frozen.
and frozen.
Not moving at all. Bob, you still there? There you go.
There we go.
Now I feel better.
I'm here. Internet connection's not so good. I vote to approve.
Okay. All right. Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Okay, Steve DeBoer?
I would vote to approve.
And Dan Silva vote to approve. That was a nice change. All right,
Yeah.
folks. Where are we? I feel we've left somebody out here.
No,
I think Doug Grattan needs to make a motion to adjourn.
Wow.
Darcy Seacon will second the motion.
All right. Anxious to get out of here. All right, very good. Darcy?
Darcy votes to approve.
Sam Stryver?
Sam Stryver votes to approve.
Bob Burns?
Bob Burns votes to approve.
Okay. Doug Grattan?
Doug Grattan votes to approve.
Okay. And who we got? Steve DeBoer?
Steve DeBoer votes to approve.
And Dan Silva vote to approve. Very good. Excellent.
So I
folks.
hope the general public doesn't find out that we'll just prove things and they don't have to show up.
I think this is only about the third time we've done this, Dan, so I'm hoping
Okay,
they haven't.
definite exception.
Well, they were here before.
Anyway,
too,
we're gonna be on the dais, so people will want to come.
Right,
So,
exactly.
And on that note, for the members that weren't here early on, we will be posting our meeting for the 20th as a remote meeting. However, if the order doesn't get extended allowing us to be remote, we have the potential to need to be in person. So I will keep you posted as I learn more.
Thank you.
Sarah, is there
All
an
right, and
option for
our
a,
next
is there
meeting
an
is
option
what,
for a,
August 3rd?
We could do a hybrid. We could do a hybrid option. However, I would need at least some members of the board to come into the room.
I'll be there.
And applicants can choose to either be remote or in person.
okay, thank you.
Are we gonna have tea and crackers? All right, very good, folks. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Night,
Thank you.
everybody.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye,
and by the
everyone.
way, too, Sarah.